It's so nice to have you. Most of the questions have already been covered by him. All I want to ask is, why did you choose Hyderabad for such a big meditating experience? Why Hyderabad? Why not? Why not? Why not any other place in the world, or maybe India, for that matter? Why Hyderabad?
Yes. I think Hyderabad chose us because they have the Quinoa Center there. It's set up for large groups. Um, it's set up to support harmony and growth and peace in the world. You know, it's why it's there. And also because I think India will be the place where there can be 10,000 people collectively stirring the underlying field of pure consciousness. That, as I was speaking before, the appreciation of the Ved will draw people to be able to be part of that group because they know what they're doing. They're enlivening this field to maximize India's growth, but also for the whole world. So, and I haven't been there yet. I've been to Delhi and to Jabalpur, been to the Brahmastan many times, been to Kerala, never been to Hyderabad. So we'll see how it is. Thank you.
Well then, sure. Please go and do taste the Hyderabadi cuisines. You'll love it, I'm sure. And of course, a question which I guess everybody should be waiting. Since the world is already going through 2 wars, so do you think this meditative experience, one of its kind, is gonna help both of the wars to move towards maybe truce or the best scenario, peace?
Yeah, it's a very turbulent time. And wars are very interesting because what you're doing is you're killing another human being, and you can't do that unless somehow you demote them as being a human being. And that's all because of what's happening inside yourself. There must be a lot of hatred and fear and tightness in yourself that allows someone to do that. And that can't be changed from the outside talking. You hear the countries speaking about survival and about they're trying to destroy us. And what they have to wake up is realize that we're living in this common ground together. And would the whole experience be richer if we cooperated? Imagine that. And that will be a change in inner consciousness. So how can you do that? You can't do it from outside. It's not from the level of the intellect. As the analogy I was giving, you just have to turn on the light. And you just become a little bit more aware, a little bit more awake. You become a little bit able to think of other possibilities. I could just imagine if when Hamas killed the initial Israelis, if the Israelis said, okay, let's stop this. I see why you feel completely oppressed. You're completely fenced in there in Gaza. Let's think how we can work together. It was a silly dream I had, but somehow they woke up and they said, yeah, let's discuss this. And it can't come from the level of the talk. It has to be from the level of the feeling of the heart of consciousness itself. And that's what these courses are for. Because by stirring the underlying field of consciousness, it becomes more functionally significant. That just means everyone becomes a little bit more awake, a little bit more aware of who they are, of how their actions affect others. And I think that's the only way that you can really affect a war, because you have to change that quality of thinking, of feeling of the individuals. So we'll see what's happening in 2 weeks. That's the main driving force of why we're coming to Hyderabad. And also coming here to India we're partnering, the TM movement is partnering with schools and partnering with other meditation traditions to realize let's come together as a group of people committed to growing inner stability, to explore inner subjectivity, growing enlightenment. We may have different words that we use, but that's what we're doing in general. So let's come together. And if we can maintain a large group, it's going to have a real transformational effect. And so 2 weeks from now, we'll be able to see what will happen.
So with these beautiful words, we wish the entire world a lot of peace. And I hope Dr. Travis and everybody else who's involved here, their 10,000 participants doing meditation together may lead to a great, great, great peaceful change in the world. And I hope many such experiments keep following to the world and, of course, more parts of the India. So thank you, Dr. Travis. We wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your valuable time.